सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावदिभ्या निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनः उरुपुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावत् भाति साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्त भाग्यं जनानाम् अग्रे पश्यामि तेजो निबिडतरकला यावली लोभनीयं पीयूषाप्लावितोऽहं तदुतरे दिव्यकैशोरवेशं तारुण्यारम्भरम्यं परमसुखरसास्वाद रोमाञ्चिताङ्गैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसदुपनिषत् सुन्दरी मण्डलैश्च
Gurupavanapure Handabhagyam Janana. Namaskaram to all the Astikas. Krishna Avataram is one of the greatest avatarams known to all our acharyas, and through our acharyas we all relish Krishna Avataram. That Krishna will be born in this particular Dashakam, which is number 38. Devaki and Vasudeva had lost 6 of their sons because Kamsa killed them all. The 7th was reported as a miscarriage, but that particular child, that fetus, was transferred to the Garbham of Rohini. Now comes the 8th Garbham. Shatahlada Bandhuraya Swakantya Sanjati Jambudana Bimbakalpa Trayanta Yugmena Rasayanena Kalena Bheje Kaladhauta Lakshmi. That particular avataram which Devaki carried as the Ashtama Garbha, the 8th Garbha, is going to be born. Here is where Bhaṭṭatiri says, Anandarupa Bhagavan Aite Avatare Prapte Pradipta Bhavadanga Niriyamanihi Kantivrajairiva Ghana Ghana Mandalaidhyam Abrinvati Viruruche Kilavarshavela Ai Bhagavan Anandarupa. Hey Bhagavan, the Shadgunya Paripurna, Jnanabala, Aishwarya Virya, Shakti Tejas, the one who has got all the 6 qualities in you, who's bereft of any doshas, any blemishes. Hey Bhagavan, Ai Bhagavan, Ananda Rupa. You are the very bliss incarnate. Te avatare prapte. Your divine incarnation is going to draw very close. It is going to come very near. Varshavela viruruche kila. When it was a rainy season, when it was pouring, Varshavela, Viruruche Kila, when it was pouring, Avrinvadidyam Ghana Ghana Mandalaihi, Ghana Ghana Mandalaihi, when the sky was enveloped with lot of rain-bearing dark clouds, Ghana Ghana Mandalaihi, Kantivrajahi Iva. Like the rain-bearing clouds which are dark. Remember, those, when we get rain, the clouds will be dark. Once all the rain has come, the precipitation is over, those clouds become white in hue, bereft of waters, and they start moving fast. So like the clouds that are rain-bearing dark, so is Bhagavan dark because he has mercy in him. Kantivrajahi iva with beams of luster, Pradipta Bhavadanga Niriyamanaha, emanating from your shining body. Your body is so shining that it emanates from your body. Ashasu Shitala Tarasu. So Bhavadipta Bhavadanga Niriyamanaha. So that particular Kanti comes from your body. Then Bhaṭṭatiri says, Ashasu Shitala Tarasu Payodato Yaihi Asha Sitapti विवशेषु च सञ्जनेषु नैशाकरोदय विधौ निशि मध्यमायां क्लेशापहस्त्रिजगतां त्वमिहा विरासीः आशासु शीतलतरासु. When all the quarters, because it was pouring like cats and dogs, so all the quarters were made cool. शीतलतरासु, it was cool breeze, cool rains. Payoda Toyehi. Contrasted with Ramavataram. He was born in Chitramasam, which is Chaitra, which is very hot. Here it is going to be rainy season. Payoda Toyehi cha Sajjaneshu. By the rainwaters and by the virtuous people. So they were, because of the rainwaters it was cool, because of the breeze it was cool, at the same time because of Sajjaneshu, good people. Ashasita apti vivasheshu. So they were the good people, the pious people were overwhelmed because of their fulfillment of the desires. They wanted Bhagavan to be born, so they were extremely happy. Tvam kleshapaha trijagatam, the remover of sorrows from all the three worlds. You are going to be born. Avirasihi iha, on this very earth you are going to be born. Madhyamayam nishi, in the middle of that particular night. So when it is going to be Ashtami Tithi, Krishna Paksham, then there is Rohini Nakshatram, which is the star of Rohini, and then you will have the rainy season, that particular month. We call it as Avani in the Tamil month. So it is going to be a Avani month, it is going to be a Krishna Paksha, Ashtami Tithi, Rohini Nakshatram. That particular Muhurtam Bhagavan is going to be born. When all these four come together, it is known as Jayanti Muhurtam. Jayanti Sambhavandhama Vaijayanti Vibhushanam, says Vedanta Deshika in the invocatory verse to his magnum opus poem called as Yadavabhyudayam. So he says Madhyamayam Nishi, in the middle of the night, Naishakarodaya Vidhau, at the time of moonrise. So the moon is going to rise. The clouds, dark clouds were enveloping the sky. It was pouring. Quarters were getting cool. That time pious people were getting happy because their desires had to be fulfilled. That time you were to be born, Bhagavan. Balyasprishapi vapusha dadhusha vibhutihi udyat kirita katakangada harabhasa shankari varija gada paribhasitena meghasitena parilesitha sutigehe. Balyasprisha api, though you had assumed the form of a little child, parilesitha sutigehe, but you were shining like a resplendent gem. Leela Shuka says, Swati sapatni kilatarakana mukta phalanam jananini roshat Neelamasutaratnam. So Bhagavan was born like the Indraneelam, sapphire stone, resplendent. So he says, Parilesitha Sutigehe, that entire chamber, because it was in the jail premises, right? It was dark, but that chamber was made bright because of Parilesitha. You were shining like the gem. Bapusha Meghasitena, that too you were shining with the hue of a dark blue hue. Neelatoita Madhyastha, there was a dark hue that was attached. Vapusha Meghasitena, Dadhusha Vibhutihi, with all that magnificence. What is that magnificence, sir? Udyat Kirita Kataka Angada Hara Bhasa. This is exactly taken from the Bhagavata Shloka, Tamadbhutam, Balakamambujekshanam, Chaturbhujam, Shankagadhayudharyudam, Srivatsalakshmam, Galashobi Kaustubham, Pitambaram, Sandrapayoda Saubhagam, Maharha Vaidurya, Kirita Kundala, Tvisha Parishvakta, Sahastra Kuntalam, Uddhama Kanchingada Kankanadivir. So he was having a girdle, he was having an anklet, he was having a Srivatsam seated on which was Mahalakshmi, next to which was Kaustubham. He had 4 hands, Shanka Chakra Gada Padmam. He had got all the armlets, he had got the necklaces, he had got the crown, everything was attached. So Bhaṭṭatiri says, Udyat Kirita Kataka Angada Hara Bhasa, with the resplendence, that aura that is coming from all the jewelry you were sporting. Shankha, Ari, Varija, Gada, Paribhasitena. What all was he carrying? Shankha Chakram, Gada and Varija, which is Padma, which is lotus. Paribhasitena, thereby you were shining with all your ayudhams and the kamalam. You were shining with all the ornaments, and your body hue was resplendent like the sapphire, dark hue sapphire gem. What a sight it is, says Bhaṭṭatiri. So he says, Shankari Varija Gada Paribhasitena Meghasitena Parilesita Sutigehe. It all happened in that very premises, which was like a labor room. Bhakshasthali Sukhanilina Vilasi Lakshmi Mandaksha Lakshita Kataksha Vimoksha Bhedaihi Tanmandirasya Kalakamsa Kritam Alakshmi Unmarjayanniva Virejitha Vasudeva. Hey Vasudeva, Sarvatra Vasatiti Vasudeva. Hey, the one who stays everywhere. Tvam Virejitha. You did shine. You were resplendent. Unmarjayan iva Alakshmi. Thereby, when you brought light to their entire premises, Alakshmi, which is ignorance or darkness, was driven away. So he says, Unmarjayan iva Alakshmi kala kamsa kritam tan mandirasya. Thereby, that Lakshmi kalam, that resplendence was brought to remove the ignorance of darkness, especially to get removed of kritam tan mandirasya kala kamsa. Kala kamsa. So kamsa had to be removed. That kamsa is the embodiment of all ignorance and darkness. He had to be removed. Vakshaha sthali sukha nilina vilasi lakshmi mandaksha lakshita kataksha vimoksha bhedaihi. There was Lakshmi karam, there was auspiciousness all around. Why? Because of sidelong glances of Mahalakshmi. Where was she seated? Because only Bhagavan is born, right? She was seated in the very chest on Srivatsam. So she kept looking around. So when she looked around, the darkness went away. Lakshmi Karam came. So Lakshmi looked to drive Alakshmi and bring Lakshmi Karam again. So he says, Vakshasthali Sukhanilina Vilasi Lakshmi Mandaksha Lakshita Kataksha Vimoksha Bhedaihi. So through her eyeglasses, there had to be only auspiciousness, says Bhaṭṭatiri. Then he says, Shauristu Dhira Muni Mandala Chetasopi Durasthitam Vapurudiksha Nijekshanabhyam Ananda Bashpa Pulakodgama Gadgadadraha Tushtava Drishti Makaranda Rasam Bhavantam Shaurihi Tu Udikshya Nijekshanabhyam. Vasudeva, with your own eyes you were able to see, because Bhagavatam says Kankanadivir Virochamanam Vasudeva Maikshata. Vasudeva was seeing in front of his eyes. So he says Nijekshanabhyam, with his real eyes, perceivable eyes, he was able to see Vapuhu Durasthitam, your beautiful form, hey Krishna. Hey Bhagavan, whatever form you were born with to Devaki and Vasudeva, that unique form, Vapuhu Durasthitam, it was witnessed, which was very, very distant. Dhira Muni Mandala Chetasaha Api, even to the disciplined minds of the holy sages. Even to the disciplined minds of the holy sages, you were such beautifully visible because of your beautiful form. Tushtava Bhavantam Drishti Makaranda Rasam. The rishis started praising you because you were a nectar, ambrosia, amritam to their eyes. Ananda Bashpa Pulakodgama Gadgatadraha. But when they wanted to praise you, they were choked because that emotions, seeing Bhagavan with such a beautiful form, with all his qualities, Gadgatadraha, they couldn't speak beyond that point. Ananda Bashpa, on one side they were shedding tears running down their cheeks. The other side they couldn't speak because of emotions, they were choked. So they were choked one side, shedding tears on the other side. They were thrilled, they had horripilation, looking at Krishna through their inner vision. Here Vasudeva and Devaki are the only ones seeing. But thinking of this incident, even the rishis used to get horripilation. Bashpa Pulakodgama Gadgatadraha. Gadgata. So Bhagavan was finally born. Now this Bhagavan was, when he was born with 4 hands, did he move from one place to the other with the 4 hands? And where did he go, by the way? Who escorted him? How could that person escort? Was Kamsa aware of Krishna's birth? Was he aware of Bhagavan's birth? Did he know it then or did he know it later? All this in the next episode.
Life is a learning. Every day is a learning. So why stop? We are very happy to present Ramayana Pariksha RAP 2025. This is being organized by our trust Deshikadaya. It is an online examination. All that you have to do is to read the book Ramayanam Volume 1 that I have authored, and 2, register for the exam. It is happening on the 22nd of June 2025. Exciting prizes, and the biggest prize is reading the Ramayana and answering the questions. Age no bar, geography no bar. So why stop? Register soon. Namaskar.
कल्याणरूपाय कलौ जनानां कल्याणदात्रे करुणासुधाब्दे कंवादि दिव्यायुधसत्कराय वातालयाधीश नमो नमस्ते। नारायण 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 नारायण